What's good, guys? Welcome back to our Director of Football versus Head Coach series. And today, our Director of Football side has a chance to secure Europa League football. And over in the Head Coach version of events, we're struggling with injuries and we might struggle to hold on to our Champions League place. Yes, we have a couple of big games for you today, starting on the Director of Football side. And it's been a bit of a wobble since, where did we see us in the last episode? On the back of two draws, we followed that up with a draw against Tottenham. And in all honesty, he should have won it 2-0 up, and it was a 97th minute equaliser for James Maddison, which cost us 2 points in that game. And then against Bournemouth, we did get a win against Bournemouth, but we had to come from behind. And when Evan Ferguson equalised in the 69th minute, I kind of thought, it's going to be another draw. But we held on for the win, which leaves us sitting in 6th place. We were in 5th, but Liverpool have played already and gone above us goal difference. We play Arsenal, who, they're not challenging for the title, but they're certainly challenging for 2nd place. I think... Can we catch? They've already got Champions League football, so it's only really Villa that can drop out. And if we've got any hope of doing that, we have to beat Arsenal right now. Which means, of course, going on holiday for a day, handing the reins over to our head coach / assistant manager, Rui Aguas. It's the Amex. It's Arsenal. It's a massive, massive game. If we win, I think we guarantee Conference League football. And Fabio Vieira getting a game against his old club. I believe he's going to switch out to the right. But this is the team he's going with. Jason Steele in goal. He keeps faith with Jason Steele. Estupiñán, Dunk, Webster, Lamptey at right back. Vieira comes in. And it's probably one of the first times in this series that he's actually starting with one of our signings. James Milner alongside him with Fati, Gross, Lallana in behind. Wonder Boy, Evan Ferguson. Let's get this game kicked off, underway, and find out how he's going to fare. A draw puts us back above Liverpool. So, we've been pretty much draw specialists as of late. Arsenal started brighter with a couple of shots, but Fabio Vieira swings in the free kick. And now, Arsenal look to counter-attack with Martinelli. But he's given it away to Ansu Fati. Criminal from him. Fati back to Estupiñán. Back to Fati. He's got time, he's got space, and he scores. What a finish that was. I wondered if he took it a little bit too long or an extra touch, but he knew what he was doing. The composure, it's a fantastic little 1-2 with Estupiñán, and it's Ben White against his old club that doesn't follow the run. And, he's got so much space at that near post to find, and he does just that. What a finish from Ansu Fati that is. And, that's a perfect start for us. Here's Thomas Partey, though. Trossard against his old club as well. Are they just Brighton rejects? Jesus, he's not a Brighton reject, and he scored. So that was very short-lived. Both teams scoring with their first highlight of the game. Lamptey does well to get a foot in there. Too much space for Thomas Partey. Trossard finds Jesus. He turns his man, Webster. Absolutely sold a dummy. And Jesus calmly slots it in. 2 great finishes from 2 great players, in all honesty. And we've got another free kick on the edge of the box. Gross swings it in. Dunk's there. And Dunk has made it too. It's every highlight a goal. I'm sure we've got it on key highlights. We do have it on key highlights, not just goals. But Pascal Gross swings it in and Dunk gets above his man at the back post. Disappointing from whoever that was. He didn't even attempt to jump. And we've had 2 shots on target and 2 goals. An Arsenal team with Simon Kjær at centre-back. That's a curious one. Jurien Timber coming in at left-back. I wonder if that's where Arteta plans on playing him going forward. We'll have to wait and see, because he's injured for the foreseeable future, unfortunately for him. And we have another highlight. Is this going to mean another goal? Here is Simon Kjær to Thomas Partey. Declan Rice now. Trossard. Back to Partey. Ben White stepping in field. Martinelli out on this right-hand side. Into Trossard. And yeah, he should have scored. The commentary at the bottom said he should have scored. I think he's right. Some very tired legs in this Arsenal team. They are in the Europa League, and they are making 2 changes at half-time with Martinelli and Ben White coming off for João Mario and Eddie Nketiah. So that's interesting. Can we take advantage of some of these tired legs then in the second half as Webster gets up? Oh, I mean, one of them probably should have done better there. Either Webster with the initial header or Evan Ferguson with the rebound. And yeah, the resulting corner just ends up in a throw-in to Arsenal. As we approach the last half an hour, is either team going to improve on what they've done so far? I mean, we don't really need to. Maybe defensively we do, because we've conceded, 8 shots on our goal. Only 2 of them on target though, so you could argue, I mean, Arsenal pretty much performing to their XG. And we've got 2 goals from an XG of nearly 1 as Matoma comes on for someone. And who is it? Oh, we'll find out in a minute. But here come Arsenal with Kai Havertz, Gabriel on off the bench as well. Arteta being far more active with his substitutes than Rui Agras. And here is one of them, Kai Havertz again. He's got away from his man far too easy. And well, we survive it. Now Evan Ferguson to Mitoma. Fabio Vieira. He's lost it. Nketiah, he's still got it. Trossard. He's got his wrong side of his man. No. And Kai Havertz is there. Shambles of a defence there from, everyone down that right-hand side. Evan Ferguson has to take a little bit of the blame. I mean, Nketiah, just let him run and run and run. And then, is it Veltman's out of position? Trossard finds Havertz. Open goal, he's not going to miss that, and that is a hammer blow. I mean, tight offside, yeah, it's not really, is it? It's a massive 2 points dropped here. I think if we could have held on to that, I mean, look at the XG, just jumped massively up there. If we'd have held on, and we might not even hold on to the point. I mean, look, Ansu Fati on 47% before he took him off. And even bringing on Solly March, who's only 83%. He's not looking after these players at all. Here's Simon Kjær. Nketiah. Oh, no. I mean, I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. They've bottled it. They've absolutely bottled it. They're not good enough in the press. It's just a shambles. It's just a shambles. Again, he leaves 2 substitutes on the bench. The likes of Milenkovic could have come on. Even if he wants to bring on Igor at left back. Look at the tired legs in midfield. He's just not active enough. He simply has to do better. Where does that leave the league table? I mean, it leaves us down in 6th. We do, however, yeah, by more luck than judgment, we've secured a top 7 spot. But, I mean, let's get off watch along, get back to Potsy. With games against Sheffield United away and Man United at home. Whereas Newcastle, where are Newcastle? They will be playing Bournemouth away and Brentford at home. So you'd argue they've got easier fixtures and they've got to be favourites to take 6th. So 7th, that's going to be a Europa Conference League spot. I mean, that might, in terms of trying to get silverware, that might be a better option. Will it be Rui Agras that's going to be in charge? I'm still not sure. Very deflated. But in better news, Potsy Tracksuit is still challenging for top 4. So let's get over to him and see how he's doing, shall we? And over in this realm, a win against Chelsea today will put us almost mathematically guaranteed top 4. Liverpool are there, 4-point cushion, so they could still catch us, but it would be massive. I mean, we were in second and we were flying, but since the last episode, look at this, 1-1 draw against Burnley, who are bottom of the league. We missed a penalty, we went behind, they only had 3 shots in the whole game. Bit of a disappointing one. We then saw out the deal in the second leg of the quarter-final against Leverkusen, 3-1 up from the first leg. Evan Ferguson scored just before the half an hour mark, and Florian Wirtz equalised, but we were fairly comfortable. They didn't have too much on offer going forward. It wasn't the best game, but at least we made all 5 substitutions in effort to change that. Hint, hint, Rui. Then a topsy-turvy game against Villa at home. Evan Ferguson put us 1-0 up before Kamara equalised. We then went 2-1 up through James Milner, and then John Duran pretty much straight away. It was just backwards and forwards the whole game. Pretty much end to end. Both teams had plenty of chances, and I think 2-2 was a fair result. And at this point, I was beginning to wonder if either team on either universe were ever going to not draw another game, as 1-1 away at Craven Cottage. Tosin Adebayor, yeah, we'll go with that. Opened the scoring before that guy Welbs equalised on the 64th minute. Yeah, again, fairly backwards and forwards. Entertainment for a 1-1, but yeah, could have been better. But then what a way to break a sequence of draws. Semi-final, first leg. I thought, do you know what, the second leg would be a good one for an episode. We'll just play the first leg off camera. It will probably be a tight affair. Well, it was anything but. Szoboszlai did give Liverpool the lead in the 21st minute with their only shot on target. And then just before half-time, Veltman equalises. Then second half, I mean, we were unreal. Fati, Matoma, Ferguson and Gilmour with the goals. I mean, let's watch them. Let's revel in this glory together once it loads. Only made the 3 changes. So here we go then. Szoboszlai, I mean, I was beginning to think he was going to shoot from there, but look at the space on the edge of the area we gave him, and it's no wonder he found the bottom corner and was beginning to fear the worst. But that was before Veltman tapped in the rebound after Webster's header, and then the second half, this is where the glory starts. Veltman getting involved again into Ansu Fati. I mean, it's normally Solly March in that position, but unfortunately he's going to be out for the rest of the season. But Ansu Fati showing he could be just as lethal. And Matoma on the other side saying, well, who needs Solly March? You've got me and Ansu on either wing. And Ansu Fati was involved again here. His cross finding Evan Ferguson. And we were starting to dream big. And there was still more to come. João Pedro finds Ansu Fati back into Billy Gilmour. Look at that for a little run into the box. And a finish in the 89th minute. And that was 5-1. Unbelievable stuff as we head into today's game against Chelsea. I mentioned Solly March. He's out for another 4 to 9 days. He might be back fully fit for the last game of the season. But Pervis Estupiñán out for another 2 to 3 months. He broke his foot in the game against Villa. And yeah, in all honesty, there's been quite a few sort of chances coming down our left-hand side where Estupiñán would have been. So undoubtedly teams are starting to target that. Will Chelsea target that today? Or will this team be able to overcome Chelsea, who are second? They're flying high, fully taking advantage of the fact that they've had no European football. Their form described as inconsistent. I'd say ours is very consistent. 4 draws and a win. I mean, obviously consistent, but it could be a lot better. Could have been 4 wins and a draw. Then we'd probably be already guaranteed second place in the league. But, I mean, either way, even the fact that we're challenging for Champions League football means we're massively overachieving. And I think we can all be happy as Lewis Dunk's header finds the roof of the net. And, yeah, we move on to another highlight. We're going to keep an eye on that Bournemouth-Liverpool game because, yeah, that could have a massive effect on whether we secure top 4 or not. Aston Villa have taken the lead. I don't think they can influence things. As Ansu Fati nicks the ball, but he can only find Enzo Fernandez. Here's Mudryk. Mudryk's found Nicholas Jackson off the back of his man, and he should have scored. It should be 1-0 to Chelsea. Are we going to take advantage of that second chance we've been given? A little bit of an extra life, perhaps. Doesn't feel like it. Let's demand more. We've just beaten Liverpool 5-1, and then we're coming with a bit of a snooze fest. Typical, but here comes Ben Chilwell. I mean, Chelsea are second in the league. Oh, it's absolutely sold his man a dummy there. Chilwell still going. Cole Palmer, Sterling, it's deflected. I mean, that's just hit him and gone in. That is... I mean, it's unlucky there, but we've not done ourselves any favour by just refusing to even attempt to tackle Ben Chilwell for about 5 minutes as he ran forward there. Sterling's shot hits a defender, hits Jackson. Nobody knew anything about it. And Chelsea take the lead. I mean, losing this will definitely rule out second in the league. Well, no, not necessarily. But yeah, we've got to be better. This Chelsea team, they're definitely gettable. We're just not performing. I mean, is there some tired legs after midweek? Probably. Looking at the conditioning, there's not overly. I mean, Matoma, Ferguson probably could. Right, let's get some changes done. Lallana, you can come off for João Pedro. I mean, I'm going to have to put Zaragoza on, aren't I? Ansu Fati, I think, can come off. He's on a yellow card, and he didn't do great for the goal defensively. Matoma as well, maybe. It would have to be Danny Welbeck. I mean, if it's got to be, it's got to be. 20 minutes to go. Can we turn this around? Can we... I mean, we don't really deserve a point, do we? I feel like our performances this season deserve a better output than what we've given in this game. It's a right snooze fest, to be honest. I mean, I should have probably just ended the episode with the highlights of the Liverpool game. And Liverpool have scored, of course. They have Luis Diaz in the 86th minute. End of season wobble? Feels like it domestically. European-wise, we are on fire. I mean, if we play like that, though, I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool overturn that 4-goal deficit. And you have to join us on Thursday to see if they do just that. Thanks for joining us on this episode. Hope you liked it. If you did, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you Thursday when we look to secure a Europa League final. Can we do it? We'll find that together.